Did you know that according to research published in Nature, our gut makes decisions about 10 seconds before we become consciously aware of them? Yep. Yet studies show that these intuitive decisions can often lead us astray. So, which is it? Do we trust our gut or not? This video is for you if you want to make better decisions and learn when to trust or not trust your gut and when to question your intuition. Be sure to stay until the end, where I'll share a powerful technique for balancing intuition with rational thinking. If you find this helpful, save the video for later and don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell so that you don't miss my next episode. Hello, I'm Dr. RB. I'm a licensed psychologist in Florida and New York, and if you've been to my channel before, welcome back. If you're new here, on this channel, I bridge together many topics of interest, from depth psychology and ancient traditions to spirituality, human design, various therapeutic techniques, and maybe mix in a little astrology. What? My mission is really to help you connect deeply with your authentic self and divine guidance while navigating our rapidly changing world. So let's dive into it. When is trusting your gut tricky or not? So let's picture this. You're about to make a major life decision. Maybe it's changing careers or ending a relationship. Your gut is telling you one thing, but your logical mind is screaming another. Does this sound familiar? Here's what makes this so challenging. First, our gut feelings can be influenced by our past experiences, both good and bad. The bad feeling about a job opportunity might just be anxiety from a previous negative experience. And second, emotions can hijack our intuition. So when we're feeling stressed, afraid, or even too excited, our gut feelings become less and less reliable. In my opinion, they're not really intuitive. So that's something that we'll talk later. It's like trying to listen to a quiet radio station through the static. Third, we often confuse wishful thinking with genuine intuition. So this is similar to what we just mentioned. That gut feeling telling you to invest your savings in a friend's startup might actually be hope masquerading as intuition. But here's where it gets really interesting. Research in neuroscience has shown that our gut feelings aren't just random hunches. They're actually our brain's way of processing complex patterns that we've observed over time. So think of it like this. An experienced chef doesn't need to really measure every ingredient precisely. Through years of cooking, they've developed an intuitive sense of what works and what doesn't work. Their gut feeling about a recipe is actually based on thousands and thousands of hours of practical experience. The same principle applies to other areas of life. Studies have shown that experts in various fields often make better decisions when they trust their intuition rather than over analyzing. However, this is crucial. This only applies when they have extensive experience in that specific area. So this brings us to the golden rule of trusting your gut. Your intuition is most reliable in areas where you have genuine experience and expertise. It's also most reliable when connecting or bringing together related information and patterns to arrive at a conclusion. And in my opinion, this is how I use intuition. For me, intuition is really about connecting different related types of information, connecting them together to come up with some answer or some conclusion. So here's a practical framework I've developed to help make you better decisions. The first thing you want to do is you want to pause and check in with your gut reaction and really try to feel your body. And the more you do this, the more you'll get to know where in your body does that answer come from. Usually, for me, my intuition will speak up in the middle of my body, like right under my rib cage, right there. Sometimes in my stomach, but most of the time it's right in the middle. That's where I often hear intuition. And it's very quick, it's sudden, and I usually see something whole. Instead of seeing little parts or details, I see like a whole picture. That's also intuition. Intuition's not about the details or the granular, it's really about a whole picture. So you want to first pause and you want to check in to that response. The next thing you want to do is you want to ask yourself, do I have relevant experience in this area? Or am I putting together related information? Is this something related to what? Usually, intuition is related to several pieces coming together. Your gut feeling about relationships might be spot on because you've had many relationships before in the past. That could be the case. But your intuition about stock trading, for example, might not be as reliable if you're new to investing. So that's another thing. Especially the stock market. The stock market is based on patterns. So I can see how many really good stock traders or day traders, after having a lot of experience on their belt, they are very intuitive because they are observing many different patterns, and that's being observed. Are you feeling calm and at peace, or are you feeling a lot of emotion? And a lot of emotions, whether it's bad emotion or overly excited, positive emotion, can also affect or impair your intuition. So finally, use what I call the sleep test. If your gut feeling remains consistent over several days, it's more likely to be genuine intuition rather than wishful thinking or something related to an emotional reaction. Usually, intuition is stable. It's very calm. It's not related to being overly emotional or whether it's negative or positive. And this way, if it does last for several days, then it's a good indication that it is intuition and you can trust that. So, can you trust your gut to make better decisions? The answer is yes, but please do so with awareness. Your intuition is a skilled advisor. Think of it like that, incredibly valuable in areas, especially where there's a lot of experience, but also potentially misleading in unfamiliar territory or when there's a lot of emotions involved, as we just mentioned. Or if it's really something that you really, really want or you really, really detest. That also can affect if it's really intuition or not. Think of yourself as an independent person apart from your rational mind, apart from your emotional mind, and apart from your intuition. So you are like this person that's sitting at an executive round table and you have advisors there. Your intuition would be one of your advisors. Your emotions is another advisor, and your rational analytic mind is another advisor. And what you want to do is you want to receive information from these three advisors because they have a lot of information to provide you. So you want to take some time to go over this information before making a decision. Now, granted, this is when you have the time, right? If you have to make a decision very quickly because time is of essence, that's a little bit different. But if you do have the time, it's so important to sit and do meditations. That's what I highly recommend every day. You want to separate a time. For me, it works best in the morning. It could be at any time of the day, really. I just happen to choose mornings because it's a way for me to start my day. And that way, I take information from my rational mind, what I'm thinking and thoughts, from how I'm feeling, and also what's coming up for me intuitively. So that's a little way for you to practice that on a daily schedule, if you will. So remember, trust your gut most, as we've mentioned, in areas of expertise, and be wary of intuitive feelings that are heavily influenced by strong emotions. Use the sleep test to distinguish between genuine intuition and temporary reactions. You want to combine your gut feelings with rational analysis for important decisions. I'd love to hear about your experiences with intuitive decision making. Share a time in the comments when your gut feeling was right or completely wrong. For more insights on decision making and personal growth, follow the link in the comments below to join the newsletter on the website. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on more content related to psychology, personal development, spirituality, just conscious living overall. And click on the link below if you want to explore how we could work together and go deeper. Until next time, trust your gut wisely and with a lot of awareness. It's a great advisor for you. This is Dr. RB. Thank you for spending your personal time and precious moments with me today. Until next time.